Welcome student. So first of all I have to say sorry because I come across this video after a long break due to some personal reason. It was not possible for me to continue with the video, but now onward the frequency will be maintained. So before starting the video I will just like to announce one thing, that just now I got a call from one of my student. He is at BITS Goa. He is at BITS Goa. His branch is computer science, and he just have called me just few minutes back, and he told that he got placed with a company where his package is close to 30 lakh, 30 lakh. So that is really what I can say, that surprising for me. Not surprising, because that candidate deserve this. That candidate deserve this. In fact, it's not that just one company is in his hand. He was through with the 3 companies, and the package is somewhere around 25 to 30 lakh annum. So you can imagine that if you just work hard. He is a very studious student. I mean, I used to take his name always, and he was NTSC qualifier also. And when today I come to know about this news, it's like tears in the eyes, and the other things are also there, which I can't explain over here. But what I can explain here is that he got the 30 lakh package, close to 30 lakh package. Best wishes to him. And by saying this, I just want to convey that if you guys work very hard and reach a proper institute, you will definitely get a very good packages and etc. Good companies. Market is quite open. You will get very good packages, and in fact you can achieve your dream job also. Fine. So we'll continue with our work on the 21 series. We were in the last video we have taken quite a few questions of 2021 JEE Main series. So continuation with that. This 41 to 44 questions asked in 26 Feb first shift 2021. All these 4 questions came in integer type. That's why there is no option. So integer type, you know that it is from last 10 question. After 20 MCQs, last 10 question. And for 2021, because of the deleted syllabus of CBSE, you have to solve 5 questions out of 10. And I can't say exactly all the questions belongs to theory of equation, because this is logarithm question. But this is a trigonometry based question. This is a trigonometry, but it is correlated with theory of equation. So that's why I have included it in this topic. And I already told that I will try to cover as much PYQs as possible, so that you will have a very good idea. And my intention is always very clear, that you should move out of the fear of mains, because I will again say that mains is really a cakewalk. Mains is really a cakewalk. Just remove your phobia about mains and all that. Advanced, I can say that certain level it's okay, but mains is really a cakewalk. Fine. Let us start with this. First question is, find number of solutions of this x belongs to first quadrant. Find x belongs to first quadrant. So let me just work it out. I can write it down. Root 3 cos square x shifted it to this side, minus root 3 cos x plus cos x, or rather I can take, fine, let me just take it common only. So minus of root 3 minus 1 cos x and plus 1 shifted as minus 1 is equal to 0. So that is something I am getting here. Now just by observation, see, that's why I told that 8, 9, 10 is very important. I am not saying that you can't solve this question, but if your 8, 9, 10 is strong, then you can simply say that, check out this. Say assumption it is k, so it is root 3 k square, that is cos x is k, minus this is root 3 minus 1 k minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is sum of the zeros, and check out what is product of the zeros. Minus root 3, and sum of the zeros is also root 3 minus 1. So root 3 and 1 are the roots. We can directly conclude Fine. See, this is very important. If you just understood the concept of 8, 9, 10, this is sum of the zeros term x square minus alpha plus beta times x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So x square minus alpha plus beta times x. So what is that alpha and beta value, or I can say that the zeros of this, obviously it is in cos x, so cos x value will be minus root 3 and cos x value will be 1. Because alpha plus beta. Fine. It's very simple. You can increase 2 step over here, but if you have a very good concept of 8, 9, 10, you can easily crack this. This is not possible because cos x is in the first quadrant, x is in the first quadrant, so cos x should be positive. So only answer is this. Fine. So obviously it will be x is equal to 0 because cos 0 is 1. So find number of solutions. So answer will be 1 solution. I will give you this, I can say that it's a basic 11th standard question. I guess first or second class of 11th standard for trigonometry. Fine, it is that easy question. So you can imagine that JEE level for 2021. Yeah, one point, when I was checking the JEE questions of 2021, even the recent one, August, September, I observed that the questions on the number theory has come. Quite a few questions on the number theory has come, and number theory is always a very important topic. I used to teach this number theory in NMTC pre-RMO classes, and that KVPY and NTA, all this area always consists of question based on number theory. Surprisingly, quite a few questions of number theory I have seen in the 2021 paper. So I hope that you guys can understand the importance of number theory. Fine. So let me jump to the next question. It is a little, I think if you have again 1 or 2 class experience of logarithm, it's a cakewalk. Second question. I was really surprised when I saw this question there. It's very simple question, very simple question. Third question, sorry. Second is something which we can try right now. Third question I was talking about is very simple. The number of integral values of k for which the equation has a solution, k is a real number, is the number of integral values of k. So what are the integral values of k? Good question, good question. So it is a question of maximum and minimum values of a trigonometric ratios. So if anyone has done that topic of maximum and minimum values of trigonometric ratios, here it is 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. So we can conclude, if anyone knows, we can conclude that the mean and max value of this is what? Is it minus 5 and plus 5? Why? See, 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. So under root of 3 square plus 4 square. If you remember, this is the concept of getting the maximum and minimum value. So under root of 3 square plus 4 square is 25 under root, which is 5. So I can conclude that k plus 1 will be in between minus 5 and plus 5. Fine. So adjusting with k, adjusted with k. So plus 1 is shifted to this side, so it will be minus 1. So minus 5 minus 1 minus 6. K and 5 minus 1 4. That's it, your answer is over. Your answer is over. So I hope that it is again a cakewalk question. Question asked is the integral values of k. So it will be minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So answer for this question is 11. Answer for this question is 11. In fact, I will not waste my time of counting this. It is very simple. Minus 6 to 4 including both. Obviously take the difference of the two. 4 minus of minus 6, it is 10, and obviously 1 should be added. We know this thing. 1 should be added because that is the difference. We want to include both. Including both. So 1 should be added. So it is simply 4 plus 6, 10 plus 1, 11. Fine. So hardly it was a 30-second question. Hardly if you know this minus 5 and plus 5 concept, it is a 30-second question. Let us jump to the next 30-second question. It won't take again more than 30 seconds. In fact, I will just do it here. If you know the basic concept, the number of solutions of the equation. Fine. These are all the questions for 26th Feb first shift 2021. The number of solutions of the equation. If you know a little bit of logarithm, you know that this base 4 and this base 2. So you need to convert this base 4 into 2, which is possible. So it is 4 is 2 square. 2 square. So that square 2 goes here as 1 by 2. We know this thing. So this square 2 goes here as 1 by 2 over. Then next is this 2 which is coming here in the denominator is shifted to this side. Is shifted to this side. We already done the same base. So when it is shifted to this side, it will go here, and from here it jumps to here. We know the basic rule of log. It was 2 here, jumps to here. Then after that, just cancel the log from both the sides. You are left with x minus 1, which is this one, and here it is x minus 3 whole square. And it is a 8th standard question. Solving this is a 8th standard question. In that also there is one problem. That's why I am taking it further. Fine, I am taking it further. X square minus 6x. This x shifted, so minus x. This is plus 9, and this one shifted, so plus 1. So I am getting it x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0, and I am getting the answer to be x is equal to 5 or 2. Quadratic equation, x is equal to 5 or 2. But what is the problem? Question asked is the number of solutions. So a student who is in a panic situation when he or she is considering mains as the very havoc kind of thing and all that, so he or she will definitely lose. Why? Question is the number of solutions of the equation. So he or she will say 2 solutions, but make a note that if you put x is equal to 2 here, so it will be negative log. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1, and we know that log can never be negative. So that 2 will be discarded. You will get only one answer. That is only one solution. Only one solution for this particular question. So I hope that these are all the 3 questions which I took is just 30 second question. In fact, this may take a little time. We have already done question based on complex cube root of unity. So this 44th question is based on that complex cube root of unity concept. We already discussed. You can refer that video once again. You will come to know that how it has been done, the complete derivation I have taken. So let me just check out the sum of 1/62nd power of the roots of the equation. So this is the equation, and it is a cubic equation. So 3 roots, let me consider it to be alpha, beta and gamma. And sum of 1/62, so it is alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube is something we have to find out. Simple. Yeah, so Descartes rule. Descartes rule you can never ever forget. Descartes rule. Fine. 1 0 using Descartes rule is 1, because add all the coefficients you will get 0. So x minus 1 is one of the factor. So 1 0 is 1. Fine. So when 1 0 is 1, let me just take out that only directly, because we come to know that it is 1 0 is 1. So you can use synthetic division method to get the other 2 zeros. Those will be beta and gamma. Alpha is equal to 1 we can consider, but I don't want to use a synthetic division. It's a little lengthier method. What I can do, once I got 1 0 is 1, so I will take x minus 1 directly. So when I took x minus 1 from this 2, so it should be x square. Factorization method of 8th standard. Minus x square is here, but I want minus 2x square, so minus x square further, and plus 2x. Like that. In fact, just looking at this, I come to know one more approach. That approach is take x cube minus 1 together and these two together. That will be little beneficial for us. Find x cube minus 1 will give me x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Fine. And then minus this in between 2. So minus 2x taken common, x minus 1. So x minus 1 is again taken common. So it will be x square plus x plus 1 minus 2x. X square plus x plus 1 minus 2x is this. So that is something, the factorization of this. So I already told 1 0 is 1. So alpha is equal to 1. So 1 cube we got. Oh, sorry. It is not cube. It is 162. It is 162 because question asked is 162. Fine. So 1 power 162 we already got. Now see this. What about this? N equal to 0, it is given. So what are the roots of this? You can use your quadratic formula, but if you remember complex cube root of unity, we have taken x square plus x plus 1, we have derived it and we got the two zeros. If you remember, those two zeros were omega and omega square. Omega and omega square, 1 omega and omega square, we had three zeros. Out of this, 1 is already done, omega and omega square, but in that case it was x square plus x plus 1. So when you solve this using quadratic formula, you will get the remaining two zero as minus omega and minus omega square. Fine. So beta will be minus omega and gamma will be minus omega square. That is because of this minus sign. You can try it, you can check the same video and you will come to know that it is correct. Fine. So that is something they have asked us to calculate. Simple. So the answer for this is 1. Negative even power is positive, so I can call it omega power 162 because negative even power is positive. Again, negative even power is positive, so I can call it omega power again 2 into 162. In fact, if you are a little fast, so you can directly get the answer as 1 plus 1 plus 1. Why? Because 162 is nothing but 3 into 54. 3 into 54, so that means it's a multiple of 3, 162. So omega cube is 1. We know that complex cube root of unity omega cube value is 1. So I can rewrite this 162 as omega cube into 54. So omega cube is 1 and 1 power 54 is again 1. Similarly here already 3 is one of the factor. So whatever is the other factor, omega cube value is 1 and 1, any 1 to the power any number is always 1. So answer for this is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. So your final answer is 3. Final answer is 3. So you can say that this question may take a little longer time, but if you understood this concept, minus omega and minus omega square, it will be very easy. And 162, everyone knows that 162 as a factor, 3 as a factor of 162 and omega cube directly gives you the value 1. Fine. So that was something question I was expecting this. Yeah, I can say that this could be the main question. So little tougher question, but again no issue because in that paper 10 integer questions were there and you need to solve only 5 out of that. So you can easily solve this, and as I told that 4 questions were there in total which are correlate with the theory of equation. So you can imagine the importance of the topic. In that first sheet, 26 Feb this year, there is no MCQ question on theory of equation. All the 4 correlated questions were clubbed in integer type. Yeah, then come this question 45th. Let alpha and beta be two real numbers such that alpha plus beta is equal to 1. I am just writing the information given to us. Alpha plus beta is equal to 1 and alpha beta is equal to minus 1. Before jumping, I can just say that the quadratic will be x square minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Isn't it? X square minus sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros is 1 and the product of the zeros is minus 1. So this is my quadratic. Fine. So one more point. They are not given alpha and beta are the zeros. Why I have taken? Read the question. Let alpha and beta be two real numbers, not the zeros. Fine. So just in mains, very important point is you need to read in between the lines. Read in a way that you are just grasping each and every word of the question. Two real numbers such that sum of those is 1 and product of those is minus 1. It itself gives you an indication that they are talking about the roots. That is something of gut feeling. Nowhere it is mentioned that alpha and beta are the roots. We'll proceed it. They mention that p suffix n is this, p suffix n minus 1 is this, p suffix n plus 1 is this for some integer n greater than equal to 1 simple. Then the value of pn square is. Fine. Why I require to make this equation? It's very simple. Ultimately, alpha power and beta power is involved in this, and here I can take that alpha and beta are the zeros using the given information. It will give me a chance to get the answer for alpha square as alpha plus 1. Shifting minus x minus 1 to the other side, replacing x with alpha because alpha and beta are the roots. Similarly, beta square is equal to beta plus 1. Fine. Now it is given that p suffix n is this and p suffix n minus 1. So whatever the value known to us, we will use that. So what I can do, in spite of that, I will just convert this into this form, because my focus will be on this, because this is known to me and this is known to me. Yeah, I think I forgot to say that this is 26 Feb second shift question. This and this 46 question is 26 Feb second shift. First shift 4 question is over. Yeah, so what I can do, I have to get Pn minus 1 and Pn plus 1. See, Pn minus 1 and Pn plus 1, it is alpha power n, where n is here. So n and n. And look at this, n minus 1 and n plus 1, there is a gap of 2. There is a gap of 2 between n minus 1 and n plus 1. So obviously I can create a gap of 2 here. If I multiply this by something, so that there will be a gap of 2 and we can convert this into this form. So what is that? Let me just check out. If I multiply this equation by alpha power n minus 1. It's a smart work only. Just check out alpha power n minus 1. So it will be alpha square, means I am saying just multiply. So it will be alpha square n into alpha power n minus 1 is laws of indices will give me 2 plus n minus 1 is alpha power n plus 1 is equal to again alpha into alpha power n minus 1, laws of indices gives me alpha power n, and this is plus alpha power n minus 1. Please just make a note that why I am doing this. So many students always ask me, sir, you know the step, how come we know? I am telling you, it's very simple. Whenever they have given so many information known to you, so you have to use those information. And what is p suffix n? Alpha power n plus beta power n. So p suffix n plus 1, which we got something over here like this, will be alpha power n plus 1, beta power n plus 1. Similarly, n minus 1, so it will be alpha power n minus 1, beta power n minus 1, and that is something known to us. So that's why I have done this. If you have any other choice, you can do with that. It's not hard and fast rule that this is the only way. You can do with that. But make a note that why I am doing this. Fine. Now alpha power n plus 1 is something written as this way, because next is beta power n plus 1 is equal to beta power n plus beta power n minus 1. Adding this to, so when I add this to alpha power n plus 1 plus beta power n plus 1, it will give me Pn plus 1. Simple, because Pn is this, addition of this 2 will be Pn plus 1 and addition of this 2 will be Pn. Fine. Plus addition of this 2 alpha power n minus 1 plus beta power n minus 1 will be Pn minus 1. Simple. Now see, I know Pn plus 1. Pn is unknown to me and Pn minus 1 is 11. So Pn will be equal to 18. Question asked is Pn square. So my answer will be 18 square for Pn square. So that is my answer, 324. So maybe little tougher, but I can't give it a level of means. Fine, 10th standard level, not much tougher. Fine. So that was your 45th question. Second question which they are asked in mains. 26 Feb second shift is this. So this question is fine for TFIP. I can say that it's okay question for me, but it's not that tough. The only thing is you should know alpha and beta are the roots, and the second thing, you should be in a position to inculcate the relation of p suffix n, n plus 1, n minus 1, by which particular factor we need to multiply. That is something you should understand. Yeah, the last question of this slide, let a be an integer, such that all the real roots of the polynomial, a big polynomial is this, lie in the interval a comma a plus 1, lie in the interval a comma a plus 1. Okay, a is already an integer and it lie in the interval a comma a plus 1, then mod a is equal to, fine, let me first write down the polynomial. Because it's a very big polynomial. 2x power 5 plus 5x power 4 plus 10x cube plus 10x square plus 10x plus 10. Fine. Okay. All the real roots of this polynomial lie in the interval. See, first and foremost, again as I told in the beginning, that your concept of number theory is very, very important. Theory of equation comes in that number theory only. It's a huge topic. Number theory can become a separate subject basically. So look at this. Descartes rule says that it is not having any positive zero. It is not having any positive zero because they are all positive sign. So it could have negative zeros or complex zeros. It's a fifth degree polynomial. It's a fifth degree polynomial. Look at the polynomial. It's a fifth degree polynomial. All the signs are positive. So since it's a fifth degree, so it should have 5 zeros. Complex zeros always come in pair. So if there is one complex zero, that means there are two complex zeros. So one thing is clear. If suppose there are two pair of complex zero, then only fifth one will be the real. And question, there should be at least one real, because in the question they have asked that only. All the real roots. So that means at least one real root will be there. But to confirm it, let me just work out it in a different way. So let us say this is my function f of x. I will differentiate it. So I can take 10 common during differentiation because I don't want to waste the time. So it will be x power 4 plus 2x power 3 plus 3x power 2 plus 2x plus 1. That is something I am getting after differentiation. Fine. So looking at this, I can simply say that this will be greater than 0. This will be greater than 0. Fine, this will always be greater than 0. So what is the conclusion out of this? Use AOD, application of derivative. I can simply say that it is strictly increasing function. This function f of x is strictly increasing function. When it is a strictly increasing function, please make a note. It will be very, very handy for your advance also. When it is a strictly increasing function and it is having fifth degree or odd degree, it's an odd polynomial of fifth degree, it's an odd polynomial. So make a note of this, that it must have one real root. It must have only one real root. Make a note of this. Now, how to find that real root? Because they are asking that only. It's tricky now. So I can say that 26 Feb second shift will be tougher than first shift. I can conclude out of this. This question was a little painful compared to the earlier four, and this is more painful. Fine. So one thing is, using this, it is strictly increasing function, odd polynomial. So one conclusion is one real root. Now I know that using this I can't take any positive answer of x. We know this. Now let me just try f of minus 1. This is all trial and error method. F of minus 1. No positive, so negative. F of minus 1. So you can use your Descartes and all that. Descartes says if it is f of minus 1, you are checking out. So check out alternate. Okay. So 2, 10, 10 and then 10. So it's coming 22 and it is 5 and 10 and 10. So it's 3. So I am getting the answer for this minus 3. Yeah, you can just quickly check out f of minus 1, so it will be minus 2 plus 5 minus 10 plus 10 minus 10 plus 10. Fine, so I already told 3. Fine, so it's very quicker, it means it's a practice, nothing else. So f of minus 1 is coming to be 3, which is greater than 0. So f of minus 1 is positive. F of minus 1 is positive. And they were asking us integer solutions. Fine. So next number after f of minus 1 is f of minus 2. So let me try f of minus 2. Quickly let me try f of minus 2. It's minus 32, 2s are minus 64. This is 16, 5s are 80. Then it is minus 80. And it is plus 40. And it is minus 20 plus 10. Fine. So negative. 40 plus 10 is 50, 50 minus 20 is 30, 30 minus 64 is minus 34, which is less than 0. So I will look at this and this. So that means f of minus 1 gives me a positive answer, whereas f of minus 2 gives me a negative answer, which concludes that the value of function, that is the one real root, will be between minus 1 and minus 2. Fine, that real root will be between minus 2 and minus 1 because f of minus 2 is somewhere negative. So here minus 34 and this is positive somewhere here. So when I join these two, so the root will be somewhere here. Fine, root will be somewhere here. So that means I can conclude that lie in the interval a comma a plus 1. They are saying lie in the interval a comma a plus 1. So what will be that a comma a plus 1? Minus 2 and minus 1. So what is the value of a? A value of a will be 2. Sorry, minus 2. Value of a will be minus 2. So minus 2 and minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Fine. So that's it, minus 2 and minus 1. So that means value of a is minus 2. Question asked is mod a, so mod minus 2. Final answer is 2. Final answer is 2. So the answer for this question is simply number 2. Fine. It was again an integer type. So in this slide, I took all the integer type. In fact, it's not I took. It is something the question asked. Fine. So they have given in 21 the integer type questions more on theory of equation. Hope this is fine. Very simple question. I'm just repeating it again. It's a polynomial, 5th degree polynomial. When I differentiate it once, I got a strictly increasing function. It's an odd polynomial, so it must have one real zero, and they are asking us about real roots only. So obviously all are positive. So Descartes says that it will have negative real roots. So I check up with first negative number, that is f of minus 1, negative integer. F of minus 1 I got the positive answer. With f of minus 2 I got the negative answer. So I conclude that the solution for this will be between minus 1 and minus 2. With that, we come to the conclusion that the value of a is minus 2. Question asked is mod a, so mod of minus 2 is plus 2. Fine. So in the next slide, we will see next level of question. Thank you.